The Silent Sky. The year was 2089. Earth was not the same as it once was. Our blue planet had suffered from decades of war, pollution, and greed. Nations had fallen, and governments had failed. What remained were scattered groups of survivors trying to rebuild a world they had nearly destroyed. But there was hope, an interstellar hope. For years, scientists had sent messages into the void of space, hoping to find intelligent life. They weren't asking for friendship or a miracle, just proof that we weren't alone. By 2070, the Earth's radio towers were silent. The lack of answers had broken our spirits. Then, the meteor came. The arrival. On a cold winter night, a massive object fell from the sky, landing in the middle of a barren desert. It wasn't just a rock, it was a ship. Its hull was smooth and metallic, glowing faintly in the moonlight. Survivors nearby gathered to see what it was. They whispered among themselves, wondering if the aliens had come to save them or destroy them. When the ship opened, there was nothing inside but a faint hum. No creatures, no signs of life. Yet, people who entered the ship claimed to hear whispers in their minds. Not in words, but feelings, fear, curiosity, pain. The world believed this was the answer we had been waiting for. Scientists, soldiers, and leaders from all over Earth came to the ship. They tried to communicate with it using every language, every signal, but it never responded. The call for help. Months passed, and people began to lose interest in the silent ship. It didn't harm anyone, but it didn't help either. However, one night something extraordinary happened. A scientist named Dr. Elena Moore had spent weeks inside the ship, studying its walls, its energy, and the strange whispers. She claimed the ship was alive, though no one believed her. Frustrated, she stood in the center of the craft and cried out loud, "Please help us! Our world is dying!" To her surprise, the ship reacted. Lights danced across its surface and the faint hum grew louder. Outside, people saw beams of light shoot into the sky. It was sending a signal. For the first time in decades, humanity felt hope. The waiting weeks turned into months and then into years. The ship remained silent again, as if waiting for a response. Humanity watched the stars every night, hoping to see a sign. But there was nothing. Desperation grew. Earth's resources were running out. Crops failed and clean water became scarce. Wars broke out over the few remaining supplies. The people who once looked to the stars for salvation turned against each other. But Dr. Moore refused to give up. "We just need more time," she said. "They'll come." They heard us. Others weren't so sure. What if they don't care? What if they're worse than us? The voices. One day, the whispers in the ship grew louder. People from all over began to hear them, even if they were miles away. The feelings were clearer now, sorrow and regret. Dr. Moore realized something horrifying. The ship wasn't just a messenger. It was a survivor. It had fled from a dying world, just like Earth. "They're gone," she whispered. "The beings we called to for help. They're extinct." Her revelation shattered the last shred of hope. Humanity had the answer. In the chaos that followed, humanity turned inward. People stopped waiting for an alien savior and started helping each other. Communities banded together to share resources and rebuild. Scientists focused on healing the planet rather than searching the stars. The ship became a symbol, not of salvation but of caution. It reminded people of what could happen if they didn't change. Years later, the whispers finally stopped. The ship's lights faded and it crumbled into dust. But by then, humanity no longer needed it. We had found our saviors, not in the stars, but in each other.